The iPhone is one of the most popular gadgets of recent times. Most people are content with the functionality that Apple gave it, but some people want it to do just a little bit more. They want to make customizations, they want to do things their own way. And for these people, there's only one way to do it: jailbreak. So what is jailbreaking? Well, put simply, it means installing new software onto your iPhone, patching Apple's initial operating system with something different that circumvents a lot of the locks that Apple put on the technology. It allows you to do a lot of different things with your iPhone, which the original software won't let you. Jailbreaking allows you to use your iPhone on any network, from anywhere in the world, which means that you can reap the benefits of a cheaper data contract if you use that a lot, rather than using some of the horrifically expensive ones that are offered by Vodafone and O2. Also, jailbreaking allows you to install third-party applications on your iPhone, ones that either failed Apple's verification tests or that use different parts of Apple's API to do things that Apple doesn't like you doing with your iPhone. Some people see not having to submit your app for Apple's verification as being quite a big deal. They feel that if you make an application, you should be able to sell it or even give it away to anyone you like, to anyone who's interested in it, without anyone's involvement in the process. It's your app, it's your right to sell it, rather than Apple's right to change it or demand that you change features. If the users want to use them, that's up to them. Apple, on the other hand, have always maintained that jailbreaking is undesirable, to say the least, and in fact has started clamping down on a lot of the holes in security that the dev team used to jailbreak with. Although they haven't actually managed to stop people jailbreaking today, it is becoming progressively harder, and Apple have started some legal proceedings against people who have jailbroken their iPhones, although to date there's been no ruling on its legality, and certainly not in this country, where it's argued as the Apple dev team haven't infringed any of Apple's patents or copyrights, they're free to do what they like. It's not only iPhones that can be jailbroken. iPod Touches, which run the same operating system, similarly can be jailbroken, and in that way you can do other things with them, whether that be third-party games or applications, or just putting your own wallpaper on. You can do lots of different things with it, and with lots of different devices. It's assumed that when the iPad comes out, it will be possible to jailbreak that as well, because it also comes with the same things, which means that perhaps the iBook or iTunes monopoly is not going to be quite as powerful as Apple would like. So, say some of this has caught your attention, and there's an app in the Cydia store that you really want to use. Well, jailbreaking your phone is not that difficult. As with most things, it involves just downloading and following the instructions. Although it's worth pointing out that if you don't get your software from the official dev team sites, you're probably going to end up with some sort of virus. So do beware. The installation's quite simple. You put your iPhone in its dock, plug it into the computer via USB, download the software and run it, follow the instructions, and that's it. Your phone's ready to go, with lots of open functionality and new menus that you might not have seen before. The downside to this is, depending on which build of the Pwnage tool, the tool used to jailbreak iPhones, you may have to keep your phone connected to the PC whenever you boot it up, which to some people is quite a problem, especially if you're out of home or the office, wherever you plug your iPhone in. The other downsides are that every time that Apple releases a new version of the iPhone operating system, it tends to overwrite any jailbroken software that's on it and just go back to the original Apple-friendly setup. So that means that you're normally going to be lagging behind any updates that come for your phone, potentially for up to a couple of months until the dev team crack the new build. There has been some doubts about the security of jailbroken iPhones. However, most of the exploits to the security have come from the fact that people have been indiscriminately installing applications on their phones. If you treat your iPhone the same way as you treat your PC or your Mac, and you only install applications that you know what they do and you trust the source, then your iPhone will be fine. It's only if you start installing things that perhaps arrived in your spam folder that you're going to run into problems. So that's jailbreaking. The way to make your iPhone do what you want it to do. This is Sam Doohan for MacFlaunt. I'll see you next time.